energies, the damage swap, and the Shrine of Memories. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. We
got some terrible glare. But I'm pretty sure that's a Mewtwo. No, Shaman.
He attaches a Float Stone and plays an in. This is going to be fun.
We'll see if we can get the glare fixed for you guys soon, because we definitely want it fixed for us too. But we do see that Isaiah benched the Fright Knight before, like, during setup and stuff. Would be better if he started with it, but you also couldn't attack with it like turn 1 if you started with it.
And that's... Isaiah is playing the Max Elixir.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It's totally possible we can see that play again where he gets the Max Elixir, the double colorless, the Float Stone on the active Yveltal EX, and jump straight into attacking with the Fright Knight. But again, the only way that works is for him to be on bench, so...
Yeah. So we do see an Ultra Ball after the end, discarding a Mewtwo.
And an Energy.
You'd think he would want to bench that, right? But he's going to go for the Hoopa.
Well, this is the second time he's going in his deck, so...
well, no,
he just hoping he's able to grab those other 2 Mewtwo's, and...
He didn't look for the second time, he just shuffled it. And
I thought he had a search card. I'm sorry.
Not at all.
I saw this card.
So he's going to get 2 Mewtwo's for sure.
He's going to grab that Hoopa, use the Scoundrel Ring. Grabbing 2
and
more.
I think grab a Mega? Or is he going to get the 4th Mewtwo? He could also go for Shaman.
Besides stopping Shaman, it doesn't look like Garbodor is going to be good for either player or necessary, I should say, for either player to really set up. Igor already using his Hoopa now, possibly going to grab that other Shaman because he does have that one started. But it might not even be in his deck.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good look at his hand. The glare.
It's definitely not in his deck. I know that for sure.
Right.
And the glare seems to have calmed down a little bit, so we're fine. But he does have all 4 Mewtwo's now. 1 in the discard, 3 on the bench. 2 on the bench. Save another one, okay. So he's making sure to read damage change. And Igor actually leads off with the double colorless. And we saw that with Brad, too, in this same matchup. Well, kind of the same matchup. Where if you go with double colorless, this Yveltal list that... Oh, there's the
wasn't his hand.
Yep. This Yveltal list that Premwat played to win the London Internationals plays heavy energy early. So if Isaiah can actually get Hand Hammer, it's setting you back a full turn.
Now Igor did, he played the DC down because at the time that was the only energy he had in his hand. But as you can see, even off that setup, that one Psychic energy in the front of his hand was the only one he got. He got 2 other double colorless. So he was just trying to make sure he had the attachment for hand.
He's the Super Rod. He could decide to put back the energy and the Mewtwo X.
And I think, that's definitely what he's going to do.
But there's not really much he can do this turn. I think he's going to probably leave the Shaman active.
Isaiah reminded him that he played that in that first turn. It's been only the one turn so far.
It's been a long turn.
Luckily, nothing was drawn and nothing was irreversible that this caused any problems. So we do jump over. Yep, we do jump over to Isaiah now.
So basically, we're just trying to see if he can get that Fright Knight Yveltal online the turn. It's going to take a little bit of time, but and a lot of luck.
A lot of luck, definitely. And that's seeing that the DC was on the bench, he went ahead and got rid of that Flare Grunt for now. It's a VS Seeker target maybe in the future. I'm not really sure what else is in his hand. I'm sure he has some more draw power.
You see his Float Stone.
It does have the Float Stone, so we're moving towards it. There's a Max Elixir.
And
there's a Dart. Awesome. He's going to draw that full set of cards just to see what else is in the deck.
On fast enough.
I know. I think Igor made the right call, though, leaving that Shaman up. Because whether it's on the front or on the bench, it's going to take some hits. But now at least you guarantee that one of the 60 damage is going to the Shaman.
But with it being up, he's going to actually have to pay to retreat it if he wants to.
Oh, right. Because the front knight will shut down Floatstone. I guess the Gardor earlier.
All right, so did not get the DC, but he got a Sycamore, another Shaman, Enhanced Hammer.
So yeah, there's the hammer.
Igor taking down notes, preparing for game 2 and 3. Another Elixir too.
And there's more than one way to skin a cat. There, you got it.
So do you attach? Okay, yeah. You attach the Fright Knight, give yourself more outs off of this Shaman or the Sycamore that's coming up.
Yeah, and you know what? I totally forgot. Igor has that second Shaman on the bench.
Yeah.
Which totally now sets up Isaiah to be able to
take 4
that
prizes,
pit,
but
yeah.
most of the time you don't want to take 4 prizes just because, and it's a very prevalent card in this format. And early game, if you get N to 2, and then they knock out your guy,
Yeah.
pretty much lose.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But it does look like Isaiah at least is still getting some sort of setup going on.
I think you got the double colorless, which is kind of unfortunate because
At this point,
if
he
you would
maybe
like switched it out and put the Elixir on the Evital,
Right.
you double colorless the Evital, the Fright Knight. But we do see an alt ball. And he's gone through a lot of cards this turn.
yes. That he was definitely looking for that that turn 1 pitch black spear. See another fear belt go down on the Utah.
Man, not having Megaphone or Tool Scrapper in this format means everyone just plays down tools everywhere.
But what about Rattata?
Good old Rattata.
But seriously, as you guys can see, that another player decided that Garbodor was going to be any sort of use in this matchup. Both filling their benches, trying to just get their attackers as set
Oh,
up
and he got
prepped
the
as
dark, so he
possible.
doesn't have to waste the double colorless on the baby Utah.
There it is, right there.
Igor is not happy.
Video Game Masters.
Alright, so we see a pitch black spear here, 60 to the Shaman, probably 60 onto a Mewtwo. It's hard when he has 3, so he might do it on the Hoopa maybe? Oh no, he goes for the Shaman. He's a little bit greedy, I think.
Now, and that's, do remember that these aren't the evolution energy retrieval ones that we saw
Yeah,
earlier.
they're
These are the damage
change.
swap or damage change. So, you know, Isaiah could be fearing the fact that at any point if he puts too much damage on that Mewtwo by accident, all it gets removed from Mewtwo and one of his own Pokemon gets knocked out potentially.
So we see a Sycamore discarding a lot of energy. DCE, Psychic, and a Mega Turbo. And he does have 2 Spirit Links, but those aren't doing anything right now with Fright Knight active. And he attached the Shaman, so he will be Sky Returning this turn.
Attempting to not, like we were talking about earlier, lose 4 prizes in this
Yeah.
one go.
It'll
Especially
be interesting to
because,
see. Okay, he does get the Shaman.
okay. So Isaiah will take 2 prizes this turn.
Yeah. The question is, though, what Igor can really do. I do see a Lysander in his hand, so Igor can Lysander up. Igor can Lysander up something that's not a Fright Knight, retreat with the Hoopa, and Mega Evolve, and he'll be alright.
That's going to 4 p.m. Pokken tournament.
And we did see Isaiah actually Lysander up the Hoopa himself.
Well, and that's with the Fright Knight up, that Hoopa's not going anywhere, even though it has a floatstone attached. So being able to control where he's going to keep putting that extra damage from the Evital's attack is going to be very big, especially because Igor may not want to drop.
So yeah,
Oh,
Here-
here now the Evital, the baby Evital goes to the bench.
the one bad thing though is he doesn't have a Mega in his hand. So he's going to be able to retreat the Super if he wants, but he needs to draw a Mega off this, and he did.
I think he did, yeah. That first card off the Shaman.
We almost like saw another Brad Curcio like effect happen where he just can't get a Mega.
And I've actually heard from a couple Mewtwo players.
Oh, and here's the Parallel City getting rid of the Hoopa and the Shaman.
Very nice. That's a strong play from Igor, getting rid of those 2 that were very susceptible now to the knockouts. The control that Isaiah had just 1 turn ago.
So we do see the attack for 70 damage. Now Isaiah has to try to cobble together a way to retreat. And He does play the escape rope still. So that's his one out. He could also attach a double colorless retreat like that if he wants to attack with the Fright Knight. He might not want to be. He's gonna. Oh, he attach to the Yveltal? Yes, yeah. That was last turn. Okay. All caught up now. It's fine.
Yeah, he's not yet attached. He started his turn with that Ultra Ball. He grabbed the Garbodor. It looks like he had a Sycamore in his hand. So he's probably just going to play down those little cards.
And he hits the Elixir on the last card.
Very nice.
Alright, so he does have the double colorless in hand, so he can attach that to active and retreat and start doing some damage. And let's see if he decides to do that. He does. Alright, and then Versus Seeker getting a Sycamore, discarding that useless Garbodor in his hand, along with an N, alright? Pokemon Center Lady.
And he does have that Pokemon Center Lady now, yeah. Igor helping him clean up his field just a little bit.
I mean, when you're as good of a player as Igor, you want to make sure to know exactly what your opponent's playing. That's why he's even writing down stuff.
True.
He wants to know.
And there's that escape rope we saw, so now Igor's got to make the choice. Who does he send up?
Yeah, and that's perfect, because any guy he sends up, Fright Knight is going to give him a hard time.
Yep.
And you get a save DC on the Yveltal. That's amazing. So now we're definitely going to see a 60-60 onto the Mega Mewtwo.
Yep, there it is.
Alright, let's see what Igor can pull off here. Alright, so he can retreat if he wants to. There's an N. Putting Isaiah down to 4. Igor will still draw 6.
And besides Floatstone, it doesn't look like Igor plays any other switch cards. So, I mean, he has double colorless, so he could manually retreat back into that Mega just to try to get this knockout on the Fright Knight Yveltal.
I think he might have to at this point, but then the Mega Mewtwo's really susceptible to. It's really susceptible to actually the really big Yveltal on the bench, or possibly big Yveltal. So there'll just be 150 left. Alright, so he did retreat. We will see Psychic Infinity here, knocking out the Fright Knight. Now it's 5-4 prizes. Isaiah is still ahead. You do see a double colorless come down. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 150. Perfect knockout math. Now Isaiah goes into 2 prizes, while Igor is at 5.
Oh, the judge making sure we all know what Pokemon's actually under all those energies.
It's just the DCE attacking, that's fine.
Alright, as we can see here, Igor's doing his best to power up this Mega, hoping maybe he can get enough to take out this Yveltal EX. It does have a couple energies on it, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but that Fighting Fury is going to make the map a little bit more difficult for Igor.
And the one thing that this Yveltal Garbodor deck has that a lot of decks are also adopting is the energy denial aspect. The 1 or 2 Flare Grunts, 2 Enhanced Hammer. I think almost every deck could play at least some form of those.
Yep.
One thing though is this Mega Mewtwo doesn't play it. So right now, unless he can knock out this Yveltal EX this turn with like some Mega Turbos or something like that, it's gonna do a lot of damage on the way back.
And that's another thing. Igor doesn't run like special charge or anything to get back those DCEs. And we saw him have to get rid of one himself earlier. The Enhanced Hammer took out another one, so he's kind of now relying on basics and turbos at this point.
So he is going to be doing 190 if he actually attacked. Not sure what's going on right now. does look like it's Isaiah's turn, but is there damage on Yveltal? I'm not sure.
I'm not seeing any. It's I think Igor may just be thinking he knows he's not about to take this knockout. It's very possible this EX is gonna be able to attach.
I thought I saw Isaiah draw a card. That's why.
Oh, it is Isaiah's turn. So maybe just he didn't attack, or did he attack and knock out the?
Oh, I know
Knight.
why. Damage change.
He's looking to Does he have that Shrine of Memories in hand?
He might, yeah. And he's just waiting to attach a third energy, play the Shrine of Memories, and then damage change any damage he would do this turn. Because if he does 190 to Yveltal EX, if he damage changes, he's gonna still get 190 on like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's something new. Yeah.
Yeah. That I think we were still trying to think about a fairy, and we were like,
Yeah.
oh no, that you just attach and attack. But that's with this damage change and the Shrine of Memories. It's a completely different view to it.
Yes, completely different. And it's something you don't really think of, especially since it's a mega and not the basic one.
Video Game Masters. Your pairings are up online and they are going up on the wall right now. Video Game Masters pairings are up.
So the Yveltal right now is doing 150. Isaiah already attached to the bench Yveltal EX, so it has 2 DCs on it. Yeah, we do see the Shrine of Memories and the Psychic Energy in his hand. So we're going to see a Y-Cyclone, and that is a big Yveltal EX on the bench, if I say so myself. So 100 damage.
I
not as
would
much
have
as
to
you
agree.
want.
I think by the look on Igor's face, he'd have to agree with you as well.
Yeah.
I think he's a little upset that Isaiah decided to not attempt a giant attack and instead go the more conservative route and get that DC back on the bench.
Yeah, I think he definitely saw the Shrine of Memories play coming. He read the damage change Mewtwo in the very beginning, making sure he knew what it did. So if he has a Lysander, maybe he can Lysander the Yveltal on the bench, take out all those double colorless in play, and hope he doesn't have enough to one-hit the Mewtwo, which, never. He already does. He's doing 110 right now. It's perfect math. I don't think there's a way out for Igor at all. Now, if he played a Fairy Energy, very tough. Yeah, and Igor knows it too. He's just playing it out, just to play it out, see if he makes a mistake. But we see a Lysander on a Shaman.
I'm gonna try to get some more info of something that's.
Well, I think he's gonna damage change. There we go. Alright. Now let's see what Isaiah can pull out. Do you see a dark that he can retreat if he wants to? Okay. He has a few options, but his deck is extremely low.
That's maybe Igor thinks he can last up just long enough to maybe deck him out.
Does have a Lysander.
And the Darkness Energy, so Isaiah has options. He's not, stuck, but moving that DC over to the Yveltal and having only the one energy in hand, if he does retreat this Shaman, it'll have to be to that full art Yveltal on the bench that only has the 2 dark energies, rather
Yeah.
than the big one that he's been trying to power up.
Unless they find a max elixir, but I think those are pretty much gone. I guess the play here is just retreat Lysander the V2 that's damaged. Or no, it has Floatstone on it. Lysander the other V2? Energy Switch would be really good right now.
Yeah.
Or he can just not play the Lysander, attack the active, but then damage change happens again, and
and then after that, just Mega Mewtwo actual attack, and he's fine. So
It's interesting to see. Oh, Igor's asking to hurry up. Center Lady. Oh, man. That's good. I think that Yveltal's still going to be knocked out if there's a Lysander coming. Because that's a lot of energy. And there we see the Evil Ball for 130. Trainer's Mail.
Trainer's Mail.
We do see a Sycamore, and not much else he's really looking at. Maybe Ultra Ball and Footstone off the Trainer's Mail. It's kind of unfortunate. He was really looking for Spirit Link, so he cannot discard the Mega in his hand. But Ultra Ball doesn't really do anything. I think he's almost out of Pokemon. Maybe he'll get a Trubbish or Garbodor just to discard it. And there we see the Sycamore. Draw 7. I think he's counting the energies.
Yep.
So there's 3 dark and a discard, 2 dark in play. That leaves 4 dark left for Isaiah. That's a lot.
Video game masters, you have 50
And we
minutes.
see Igor just go ahead and damage change
You may begin.
all that damage over to the Yveltal EX. Now putting it in range for was it Psychic Infinity?
Yeah, so basically all Isaiah needs is dark energy. And there it is. So if he attaches the dark to the Yveltal with 3 double colorless, it's exactly 210 damage, I believe. With Fury Belt.
Yep.
And there Igor says it.
Igor does the math
Yeah.
real quick in his head and goes, oh, you know what? Yep, that's going to go ahead and knock my only attacker. So
Maybe Isaiah was going to think a little longer. And Igor definitely wants to scoop up early to try to get more time for game 2 and 3.
definitely. And so that's what he says. They're trying to break all those nice DCs.
All right. Game 1 in the books. Utah versus Mewtwo.
Yep, that's now this is the second Mewtwo deck we've seen on stream not be able to get consistent Mega Mewtwo's.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's it seems to be their largest downfall. But talking to them, you know, outside of the ones we've had on stream, some of them say that that's not their problem. And I mean, as you can see, Igor's 3-0,
Yeah, for sure.
so he must have not had this problem earlier. Granted, this is game 1. We've seen, you know, comebacks in game 2 and 3, so only time will tell what Igor had stored. Maybe he can get some Mega Mewtwo's going, really go back and forth with those Yveltals properly.
yeah, I think just the thing that's hard is not being able to stifle Isaiah's setup of a really big Yveltal without like Lysander.
Yep. So we've got we're going again. Looks like Igor
Did a
takes a
mulligan.
mulligan.
And you see him going really fast. He definitely knows that half of the time is gone. And that match kind of was even until the very end. All right, there's definitely some Mewtwo's in Igor's hand, so I think he had a few basics.
Yeah, and he's
3 of them, I
deciding right now. Just give him a bunch of couple.
Hey, do you know what this means? If Hoopa's in the deck, Hoopa instead of getting Mewtwo can get 3 Megas.
Oh, very true.
Look at his face. He's like, I got a lot of Mewtwo.
There we see the 3 out of the 4. This
He
time
does
he'll
have
be
the
able to
cycle.
start with a
Yeah.
regular Psychic.
But he doesn't have Sycamore. I don't know if he wants to Sycamore away that hand. But sometimes you kind of want to get that Spirit Link out for next turn. But he does. A Mega Turbo, a double colorless,
Koopa.
a Psychic, and a Koopa. There's the Spirit Link. All right.
So I think Igor looked at the only 3 cards, but he
Yeah.
knew exactly what he wanted.
And he does it for the Mega for next turn too. That's great. His hand is, I think, Mega, like Ultra Ball, and then like Sycamore.
It's definitely a better start for Igor this game.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of an awkward trainer's mail for Isaiah since he basically has every single card in the trainer's mail. And his Versus Seeker already, he has the Sycamore already, and I'm pretty sure he already has an Ultra Ball. If not, he does now.
Yeah.
Which is good because I'm pretty sure it's going to get Fright Night Yveltal.
You assume.
Yeah.
Especially,
Yeah, you didn't know.
like we said, in this matchup, looking at Igor's field right now, if Isaiah can get the Fright Night Yveltal going, he's already going to be able to pick off Igor's attackers, spend that damage. And that you don't really want to damage swap for too low, because then in the future if you have to try to swap a bigger one, you get damage put back on you. You definitely want to make them count, and so having a bunch of damage spread on you actually could hurt in the long run, because Isaiah can hit those numbers he's looking for between the Fright Night Yveltal and Yveltal EXs. Igor's going to just go ahead and Ultra Ball away the rest of his hand to get a Shaman EX before playing a support of this turn.
So it's very good. Is he empty-handed, dude?
Yep, so he will be setting up for 6.
Alright, so he does get the Floatstone for the active. And a Super Rod. Alright, we're back some at Dark he discarded. And I think he has an N in hand? Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't the best Shaman that he got, so hopefully the 6 will be better.
Didn't find the DC he was looking for, the Elixir at least, to maybe get going. But yeah, maybe these 6 might be a little bit better.
Alright, got the DCE, and he got Elixir. Oh man. And he hits.
Oh, there's the Dark.
Wow.
So Isaiah is gonna go ahead and be able to get off that attack.
Igor must be so mad right now. Turn 1 Fright Night again? Or did he get it last game?
No, he missed it
Yeah,
last
that's
game,
right.
but that's did with the. I'm sorry, not
Sorry, I've seen so many Turn 1 Fright Night so far, so. 60-60. Oh yeah, because he went first. He didn't get it active. Now Igor has a really tough decision. So he does retreat the Mewtwo for fresh one. And I think we're going to see Mega Evolve after a few cards being played. Parallel, okay, that's good. Get rid of those free 2 prizes. And he evolves the active one, okay. Since the bench one still has the Spirit Link, you don't really want to evolve that if you can't help it.
right.
Then we see the second one. Okay, let's see. He has another Elixir and another DCE. He can charge up the other Fright Night right now if he wants.
And maybe this game he streams them. If he can get both of them going, he can stream them back to back and continue to spread the damage.
But he chose
causing
the bench.
Igor to.
He chose to attach it to the bench Yveltal, yes. So I think he's fine with this one. It's still, it might get knocked out with the DCE next turn, but it's already done its damage. Oh, there's a quick supporter that Igor needed. Oh, he's not playing it yet, Isaiah.
It was a good catch.
Does he Mega Turbo? I don't know if you want to add more damage to the thing, and he doesn't. Alright. Both players will get end to 6.
Video game juniors and seniors pairings are going on the wall, and they are online at Coaching Stadium. Video game juniors and seniors pairings are going on the wall.
So Igor definitely needs to be able to evolve into a Mega Mewtwo next turn, since the Fright Knight won't be active. He does have the Ultra Ball for it, but do you just get the Garb here? Or is it actually just get the Mega and keep it for next turn? He has one Mega left in his deck after that. That's the only other Pokemon. Let's see what he gets. Is that the Hoopa?
No, he discarded the Who early on.
Oh, okay, it's the Mega.
It is Mega, yeah.
Oh, and he gets another one from the prizes. Okay, so we have one prize. Alright, so the Mega Mewtwo has 150 left. And we're using an enhancing on inside Isaiah's hand. That would be the second one. Or no, first one.
First one of
I'm
this
getting
game.
against yeah.
He played one the last game. But yeah, that's getting rid of the energy over here on the Mega Mewtwo is going to be fairly important for Isaiah.
It stops
Just
damage
because-
change from happening a turn later kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, as we've seen, Igor's not been able to get the Megas like we thought. A lot of it does, factor in because the Fright Knight was shutting off the Spirit Links, but it wasn't nearly as consistent as it would keep lining up his attackers.
And there we see the Y Cyclone doing 100, moving the double colorless back to the other Yveltal EX. Igor finally gets another Mega in play after what seems like forever. And I think he has 2 Mega Turbos in his hand. I'm not sure if there's enough Psychics in the card. No, he just had the one. But he still needs to retreat this active. Is that a float zone on it?
Yes.
Okay. There's the one. Alright. I think it's the first time all day we've seen 3 Mega Mewtwo's
All
in
at
play
one
at the same
time, yeah.
time. And there's the damage change.
Oh, except
wait.
for he realizes that that's
Oh.
not
That's not a Shrine of Memories.
but in fact a parallel cities, so
Oh man. So he has to Psychic Infinity.
Trading card game Masters players, please report to the stage.
That's so disappointing. He didn't have the Shrine of Memories.
Sorry, juniors.
So can Isaiah actually knock out this Mega Mewtwo then?
I need Tyler Brill
2, 3,
and
130, yeah.
Raju.
If he attaches energy,
Yep.
he's doing
Junior
130.
trading card players. Tyler Brill and
that you
Pranav
can see in Isaiah's face and just he knows he made that miscalculation and it's most likely going to cost him this.
There's a center lady too. Alright, Isaiah takes his first 2 prizes. It's now 5-4 in Isaiah's favor. And look at that. The Shrine of Memories with the next card. Oh, that's just heartbreaking. Alright, we see
Been going and
10.
playing in.
Here's like, I can't believe it.
And we see
See
no interviews.
Mega Turbo but he needed the other energy too. I guess he just has to sit back, sacrifice this Trubbish, and hope it pays off. Hope Isaiah drew out his end, but no, he has a Lysander in hand, he has a Max Elixir, a Sycamore, and Versus Seeker, is that?
Yeah.
That's an amazing hand.
Isaiah's hand's pretty good.
Alright, he whiffed. It's one thing went wrong for him this turn, at least. Do you think he Lysanders to get the knockout? No, he doesn't.
There's no other energy on the Mewtwo. Igor only played the turbo to get the energy on that Mewtwo, so Isaiah's just got to be thinking, you know what, if I can line both of these up, I won't have to really worry about it as much, because he's got that other Yveltal EX on the bench. So Igor just grab his Spirit Link, Ultra Ball it away.
Yeah, this is his, these are his last megas too.
It's, as you can see, he failed the Ultra Ball, just didn't want the cards anymore, just in case he ends.
Well, there's 0 Pokemon in that too. Does he even have enough cards to really Sycamore? Does he have the Lysander stall? Bring up Fright Knight and hope for the best? Is that the plan?
If he does that, he can use the damage change to heal up this Mewtwo as he's powering
he
it up.
needs 2 more energy for
Right.
damage change.
Oh, and he didn't have an attachment.
And there's this
there yet.
Regardless for the ability to retreat. So it's kind of hard because Igor could still draw Psychic Energy, Mega Turbo, and if you do a lot of damage, then it still hurts you. But we do see Isaiah get the 1 escape rope off the Sycamore. So if he wants, he can escape rope. Igor would most definitely bring up the Trubbish, so it wouldn't really matter for the turn wise. But you get to save the DCE. We also do the Parallel City to get rid of the China Memory, so it kind of gets rid of that extra option too.
Right. Yeah, and it looks like he's going to go ahead and do that. Get rid of that shrine. Now, Igor can't damage 12, and I actually think that's his second shrine this game.
No, we saw the Shrine off Trainer's Mail.
Got it.
Yeah. There's an energy. Sycamore hope to hit Mega Turbo. Igor's definitely on the back foot here.
Yeah, he's contemplating right now with that extra energy, and
so he would need to Sycamore into the other shrine and a Mega Turbo to even have a chance this game.
And with that low deck size, I don't know that. I mean,
He got the shrine, but he missed the Mega Turbo.
doesn't have a Mega Turbo.
He might not even have any left.
I didn't have to get rid of 1 or 2 very early.
Probably, yeah. He does get the knockout on the Fright Knight Yveltal, but I believe this Yveltal on the bench is just going to come and knock out me too. There we go. It's like the Infinity Knockout. It's a Garbodor from the prizes. A very useful card of him.
Well, he does have that Trubbish on the field waiting with that Flowstone.
There's Dark Energy for Yveltal with the DC. And a Max Elixir too. Just adding more punishment to Igor. There's now 3 energy on each Uthal. And he's doing 130, which is enough to knock out this Mega Mewtwo that's active. Do you ever think Igor used Acid Spray with Trubbish with the Garbodor above it, Shiny Memories?
Part of me would like to say, yeah, and I hope he has, but I don't know that he's been put in that predicament yet.
On Thursday, he actually Acid Sprayed
Trading
me.
card game juniors
It
and
was funny.
seniors. Trading card game juniors
discards
and
an energy
seniors.
for
It's
those heads.
time. For all 3 of you who carry. Oh.
Alright, there we go. Evil Ball for the knockout. I don't know what Igor can actually pull out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much that he
There's
can do.
160 damage on that Mega Mewtwo.
Is that his hand's pretty small?
Is it time for Acid Spray? It's time for Acid Spray, people.
Look at that. Oh,
And he should evolve it to Garbodor too, because I saw this coming. That's why I was talking about it. Oh, he stole a stadium. That's what it was. All right, let's see. Like, I think if you just Acid Spray, end him to 2, flip heads on Acid Spray, discard the double colorless, hope Idea doesn't draw an energy.
just hope for the best.
Yes, it's happening. It's happening. I am so good at this game. It's happening.
So we've seen Pulverizing Pancake, and we've seen Acid Spray, or we're going to be
A
seeing
Shrine
Acid
Memories
Spray.
Acid Spray from Garbodor. I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, no, I did not see this coming from Igor. Like, it's the only play he can really make to even remotely have a chance to stick in this. The only problem is his deck is getting pretty low.
Yeah, he does super out of 3 decks, that's good. But even this end, like, he's still gonna draw the same amount of cards. It's not gonna, like, help him keep cards in the deck.
I guess he can just hope for a couple of those
right.
energies to go in.
You play to your outs, and that's what Igor's doing. He needs to discard all of Isaiah's energy and hope he bricks on every single end. And if that happens,
There's the Acid Spray.
and it's a Tails, and I'm upset. 10 damage. You see a Trainer's Mail hitting the Escape Rope 4 game, and wow, Isaiah takes it down
2-0.
2-0. We had one game 3 on the stream, but it was a fast kind of like.
It was a little bit of a faster one.
Yeah.
But I mean, they squeezed all 3
I
games
enjoy
in.
having all winners interviews yet. It's one thing different from the actual poker stream. They had a lot of ties going on.
They did have a lot of ties. That's I don't think. Yeah, no, none of the 4 games we've had
great.
have gone to time or been at a tie yet, which is, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
That's how we keep going.
Watch the rest of
definitely. I know. Right after we talk about it, but I definitely enjoy seeing players be able to play it out all the way to the fullest, like they, like we enjoy to. It should be pretty interesting to see, what comes of that Mega Mewtwo deck.
Yeah.
Igor's only 3-1 now. He still is very much in the running for day 2. Heck, even top 64, he's still in there for.
But again, we saw the power of Fright Night.
And we did see the power of Fright Night, and I think that's what a lot of Mewtwo players were 100% ready for.
Yeah. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes with Isaiah for the winners interview. Welcome back, guys. I'm Jeremy Jalen here with our winner from round 4, Isaiah Williams.
Hi.
So that was a pretty dominating 2-0, I think. At least the early Fright Nights getting you a lot of advantage into just a giant USL EX.
You want me to
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about it?
think about
So I guess in that matchup, you have it's just rush Yveltal Baby Y as fast as you can because they have to Mega Evolve with their tool that cancels out with Baby Y, and they're all EXs, so you're spreading damage. It's really good. I think my deck, I tried to build it kind of focused on getting a turn 1 Yveltal, Baby Yveltal going second, because I've done it a few times this tournament in just the 4 rounds. Because I play 2 Trainer Mail, 4 Elixir, 3 Floatstone, Escape Rope, so it's not too hard to get it. That's been a lot of my testing actually, because I test on PCGO a bunch, and I run into a lot of Mega V2 decks, surprisingly, on PCGO.
And how confident are you in the mirror match? What have you played so far in this tournament?
So I played mirror first round. I beat that 2-0 as well. It was pretty straightforward, I think, because a lot of people think that 4 Yveltal EX is the best play in mirror. I would probably disagree, because I just think being able to do a turn 1 Yveltal, because most of the time your opponent's not going to get Garbodor out to turn 2 and get the knockout on the Yveltal turn 2. And so they're going to have, once you lock them active, you're going to get 2 Fright Nights off. And if you get 2 Fright Nights off,
that's what I believe too.
Yeah.
And what are your other matchups that you played instead?
I played against a Zebstrika Mega Gardevoir.
Really?
Yeah, and it was pretty scary sometimes because they would just I'd have a bunch of stuff. And I'd commit to a Yveltal, and then they would be Zebstrika DC, and I'm like, oh gosh. But I guess it's just again Mega Evolving with because I play 2 Fright Night, and Lysander Blitzels do 60 to that, and Mega Gardevoir never attack anything but the attackers because they're just gonna discard it. So I stuck with that, and then finished them off with a big Yveltal EX.
Okay. Yeah. 4-0. You excited?
Yeah. I'm pretty happy with the start, for sure.
You have 5 more rounds to go for today. You only need to win, 3 to guarantee, 2 to maybe guarantee? I think you can do it.
I hope
the
so.
way you were drawn too, that's definitely...
Yeah.
All right, well,
It looked nice.
thank you.
Yeah,
Hope
thank
to
you.
see you in the stream again.
Yeah, sounds great.